Man, get up here in the Zoloft to get your head right.
Hey y'all, what's crappening? Welcome to the Zoloft. Now occasionally, I get folks commenting with this question. Hey Zo, what do you think of Candace Owens? Well, if she doesn't care what I think of her, why should you? Even though I do appreciate y'all valuing my opinion. But have y'all ever heard Candace Owens bring me up? Do y'all ask Candace Owens what she thinks of my work? Did she answer you? If I missed it, I apologize. However, it's never been brought to my attention. Now, I remember reaching out to Candace Owens a while back when I first saw her vids. Maybe she missed it. I subscribed to her YouTube channel. Maybe she missed it. I mean, it's not like she subscribed back to my channel that I know of. I've tweeted her material. Maybe she missed it. I followed her on Twitter to show support. I don't think she followed back. Maybe she missed it. But yeah, y'all, I pretty much support what Candace Owens is doing. Because I think while Candace Owens was still in high school, I was red pilling people. So yeah, y'all, I'm very happy that she gets it and is taking off with the red pill brand. Of course, I'd like to see her succeed with the right thing, even though I've come to not want to be associated with her. Let me explain that. Despite me wanting to support her work, Candace has shown that she doesn't see any value in my support. That's okay. I can respect that, but this is where my respect falls off. Candace Owens pretends like I don't exist. Like saying my name would be like superstitiously saying the name of Hades and I'll come and steal the spotlight that serves as her soul. What? That's what it looks like. I'm just answering the question. But seriously, why? Why does Owens pretend like I don't exist? Because Candace Owens doesn't want her image of being a trailblazer messed with. She wants to be seen as the original, the one who stepped onto the scene and showed the people of color the light. She can't have some knucklehead like me interfering with that image. Candace affiliates herself with people who can give her a platform. Shoot, I don't blame her at all. And she surrounds herself with people whom she doesn't see as people who will get in her way, but instead will serve as people who will help hold up her banner. Candace Owens doesn't see me as a useful banner waver because her banner of being an original would become a false flag, so to speak, with me in the mix. Because I represent a generation of red pillars who have the humility to know that we're just torch carriers for those who were blazing trails before us. And I understand if y'all want to give Owens the benefit of doubt that maybe she missed it when I was trying to connect with her. Indeed, y'all, maybe she's never heard of me. Then that would mean it's because y'all never asked her about me. That's the brilliant deductive reasoning of Zojak, baby. Because some of these folks were too busy asking me if I've heard her. But of course, you know I appreciate you valuing my opinion. And bear in mind, y'all, I'm not frivolously complaining about Owens. I'm simply answering a question that's frequently asked of me. And believe me, y'all, if you're a Candace Owens fan, I am not trying to change your opinion of her. I'm just having some fun answering the question. Let's say you're right, and in that vast internet ocean, she's never heard of me. Y'all, I've shared the stage with Candace Owens. I've been in the same room with her and Charlie Kirk. Neither one of them showed any interest in wanting to meet me. I personally didn't find them to be gracious people. If you've met them and your experience was different, right on, keep that. Y'all, after a speaking event that we did, it's time to do interviews. I was getting mic'd up to do my interview. Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens are sitting right there. I hadn't met them yet, right? So they're sitting right there. I'm mic'd up. A handler comes over to me and says, hey, can Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens do their interview before you? So I'm like, oh, sure, that's fine. I go ahead and de-mic. They're watching me de-mic. They watch me step aside and say, sure, go ahead. You think either one of them bothered to take 3 steps to say, hey man, thanks. Sorry about the mix-up. By the way, I'm Charlie. By the way, I'm Candace. We're just trying to catch a plane or something. But that's fine, y'all. I'm just saying it's kind of a repeated pattern of showing that these people don't really want me to exist. Y'all, I have stood 2 feet away from Charlie Kirk and the guy wouldn't even look me in the eye. And throughout my life, I've seen this kind of thing with people like Candace Owens. Staci Dash wants to be seen in her own unique category as a special person of color who gets it. I was among those defending Staci Dash when Afrocentric liberals were cursing her. But as far as I could tell, she didn't value my defense. She never retweeted or showed any kind of appreciation, and she doesn't owe me any. But things can get lost in translation online, Zo. Y'all, I was at an event between mutual friends of Staci Dash and I. Another instance of, it's not like this person wouldn't have heard of me. I walked up to Staci Dash, raised my glass and said, howdy. She could barely bring herself to make eye contact with me and just walked right past me. Now, I've seen people express their grievances with Candace Owens, and I've seen people respond saying things like, well, you're just being petty and jealous. I don't exactly think these people are being petty or jealous. Pettiness and jealousy would be more like a person pretending somebody else doesn't exist because they want to maintain the image of being original and special. I don't dig inconsistencies like Owens doing PragerU videos where she says, who cares what these celebrities think? Meanwhile, she's promoting herself with celebrity Kanye West. And we're supposed to be just so inspired by what he thinks. However, I've long said that conservatives need to make the cultural connection. Just be consistent about it. Like PragerU publishes her videos talking about who cares what these celebrities think. Meanwhile, they got Adam Carolla, who just happens to be an anti-Christian, pro-abortionist, and a producer of some of Jimmy Kimmel's disgustingly racist and sexist content. And did I mention that Adam Carolla is one of those celebrities? Oh, and doesn't PragerU also have the celebrity Joy Vila who parades around half naked? But all she had to do was say that she's pro-Trump, and all of a sudden conservatives care about what this skimpy dressed celebrity thinks. Now, I know there's folks out there that claim that Owens is a fake because at first she was anti-Trump. I keep hearing that, but I haven't seen it. Sorry if I'm missing it. But even if she was anti-Trump at first, I personally wouldn't take that as her being a fake. I kind of held my nose and voted for Trump. But I'd vote for him again. Does that make me a fake? I don't think Candace Owens is a fake opportunist or faking it to make it. And along with saying that, Candace Owens doesn't owe me any acknowledgments. If she's not impressed with my work or just flat out thinks it sucks, I can dig that. But in the microcosm pertaining to myself and you asking me what do I think of Candace Owens, this is where I do think she's fake, in that she hopes people will go along with her fooling herself that Zoe doesn't exist. And that other people like myself that you can find in C.O. Bryant's movie Runaway Slave, we was running away before there was walk away and Blexit. We were continuing the work to break them brain chains. Candace Owens is enjoying the praise of leading people out of a gate that we've kept open during a time when it was really hard to convince blacks because they were too caught up with the hope and pride of having a black president. They didn't see real hope and freedom in leaving the gate of the Democrat plantation because their hope was Obama. Well, he's not president anymore, so they're not brain chained to that false hope anymore, and now they can see the gate. But by all means, promote yourself as the oracle who just showed up and miraculously woke everybody. Dude, remember back in the day in preschool during nap time we had the wake up fairy? Of course, I never volunteered to be the wake up fairy. I was more like the wake up wizard. But I get it. These people want the credit for showing that the Democrats are going crazy. But look here. We were already out there reminding folks that the Democrats ain't just going crazy. They've been crazy. You think Democrats are going crazy just because they harassed you at Starbucks? Which sucks, and I hope it doesn't get any worse. But there are folks who have dealt with the cray-cray of Democrats blowing up churches. And I ain't talking about the place where you get fried chicken and macaroni and cheese, and biscuits, you know what I'm saying? Shut up. Anyway, y'all, I think you get the idea. I hope that answers your question. And while you're here, make sure you follow that link to my website so you can get my book, Bam! A Solid Right Cross, Biblical Boxing and Conservative Counterpunching Against Leftist Loons and Godless Goons. And the new 20-pound Sledge album, Electric Exodus, has been released upon the earth. Go get your copy, y'all. I was more like the wake-up wizard.